In this first edition of the I Am Investible pitch session, 7 ambitious entrepreneurs take center stage to pitch their business ideas to our panel of judges and request up to 50,000 Ghana cedis to invest in their businesses. First up, we have Fati Abubakar, a local drink enthusiast with a passion for Sobolo, Ghana's favorite hibiscus drink. She's here to request for support for her business venture.
Fati Abubakar, the patron me Sobolo ejuma. Sobolo ejuma. Na ma top up machine. Am dey popcorn so kan. Nti me say ye yam wa ebi wa no. Ma fa me ngi mu pese. Yam wa na etimi be ejuma na ma. Sobolo na me dey aba.
So lo start here je.
Sobolo dey me ma me ejuma. Nti asa wa bre na me se me peja he. Amen. So go dey me hu shemu die. Be 7 years or 6 years. Amen.
Mo ye wi a oli ko echima na say o store na de mo.
Me ankasa me fan ko echima. Because I didn't mean no fee. Na me share ni baby a me mu container. Nti me no fee wo fridge mu. Omo mu nim me ma me na omo nim me no. Omo ta beto. Ti na nse mu ndie manya my container.
How much one bottles man say be a gallon?
There be omo ya bottle ni me ebi akese. They say 1 liter kese. Na me we mu nke to asoso. Obi obeto we. Obi oso obeto kese no.
Nti oni obi a odi ko echi.
Ne me no ye adwuma a odi ko echi no wawale. Owale na ase market so nti dan Kenya because fridge na me ye no. Ase na ho de na aba fo. Nti ama se se me mfa obi. Ono so awansa. Nti me kwa na me ye me ba.
Nti mo ye be na wo hia wa ha.
Emu a me hia ne se minya difference na ba. Na minya popcorn machine ba ko na mape obi. Na ye wo makaranta bi ni school bi wo area hono. Na me je si wono na obo we ye ma me. Na ono so nya mfa so wo hono. Na me so me ye wa no. Era wan ko obetimi akọ echi so ma me. Na maka ni.
We mo le djuma we.
Juma me ye ni first na me kokwan so na me won tafon de say ma won de ni so bio
Na funny dey say
tafon no mo de 12 years
Is a Sobolo FDA approved? And I home recipe.
Me if na me nye lebu bia so mo mo ni me Sobolo de.
Okay, into here the freezer and a popcorn machine.
Send na be say. Yeah, send out here.
This is maybe so almost 44,500.
Nti se si ano ye to the freezer ni ma wa. Ahe na wo sha obetimi aton the same na watch no. Se si a wo so wo ye 300. Nti wo sha
Send me to me. Say first we bottle no. The bottle I 100. They tell me to me 200. Maybe as I say me no the freezer na enu Sobolo we na me ya. Maybe I me be back on 300. Because what when me to weigh 100. Okay.
but senko woni obi obo an se woni awo ebeko fridge no odebeko nti odekwa na wo ye fufura eguma na tare na wonya ne sa asisi a
esi am ye ne sa nye because nsuo no so omo bisa me drink nti me mfa nyina emfa nguma ne nye
ke se bo be se ko fo mo ton no mo do sesen na wo produce no
e tere bi omo to
nti tama wo
me nya we pampo omo be oda
Go by order.
Omo be order. O sister na me ne ye adwuma no ko echi timi ko be mienu miensa. Asa na ade asa.
Thank you.
Fati has been able to create a powerful connection with the judges, which went a long way to really help understand her needs to enable her business grow. She demonstrated exceptional market knowledge, wishing her all the best, and let's hope the judges bought into her idea. Next up is Evans Odonko, an automobile engineer who needs support to expand his business. He's here to solicit for funds to help him acquire work tools needed to expand.
The friend Evans Odonko, me here body was stretching. Oh, GF Motors, as I go to school junction.
GF Motors.
Yes, please. My father, Uncle, too. I make sure my children. The boy, you're facing challenges there. Yeah, tools and also. And my father, to know, I'm coming. I'm a father 4 and I say 5. Me sujak bit saying who was crazy saying automatic one about by my second swan make me try you so man one but say be sa na jackie nya ka me support and ka me to automatic one our pressure no ga sa e bie kan obi
we start to we one car shop in saying
we be 2014 actually
almost 10 years. I'm going to start here machines going to amount.
My top machines bear 5. Body check, manual one, grading machine, drilling machine, and a rabbit machine, and a gas and cupboard pot. Back a cracker.
The machine where you tomawa, then difference better then the way our business name.
Minya machine, my fan Columbia can more. A machine so far me over compare into we are Jumanan Colano be etio because of machine here back on it. And you two are senior money na other boy no any will be AAB. When the machines no doors in China so far no collection.
Okay.
You see, I feel in 50 January we see March. When you're Jumanan,
Manage Magakra.
to Kabuma, it must be sent away. I feel.
Oh, serious accident cars be 12.
12. From January to March.
Pacho.
Hey, now you're busy. We are very saying,
You bear 6,000.
on fast home.
Pacho.
To charge a car, I was saying.
A depending impact. The boy accident in Yakasia. Let me charge you as 1,000 as workmanship.
To fast home from January to March, 6,000.
Pacho.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ivan's work and effort really resonated with the judges. He already trains young apprentices to acquire skills in the trade, and this is what the I Am Investible project is all about. Wishing him all the best. Up next is Ramatu Abbas, the founder of Rama's Headgears. She once owned a shop in Kantamanto, Accra. Her shop was tragically burned down in a fire outbreak. She is here today to request for funds from the iAi judges to help her rebuild the business.
Actually, me didn't Ramatu Abbas. Me pamo echenu wakanta. Me di bi kono kufodia ene kumasi no ni ade. I see an kanta hoshi na ma edwuma na bafom. Nkola na me nyomu edwuma bebre na titifie. A omunye edwuma because nya machines mfanye edwuma. Ti matese yese mo bo ankrofo. E mo mu dwuma no kɔ anim. E ma yenso etimi bo afoforo. Nti no nkola na me pese me bo amu no. Sani ameti say mo so mo bo ankrofo ma yetimi bo nkola no. Eni tina me ba yese me hia mo a omu che. Na mo timi bo na me so metimi bo afoforo.
Kabla kanta share.
Oh, December ni mo.
50 December, when you're human.
Me ye dwuma ba nti say first no.
Where you doing way?
Me ye me bele
What does what can do? That's so we need.
me ye ofi.
What's it?
Me ti abeka post office. Me wo shop ho no.
Na kan want so na opam ho ana na oton.
We na me dey start edwuma no. Me ye o kanta. Na me dey akọ supply ho mo kola ni kofodu agomenya. Asasawa nyina me kɔ ho no nyina.
But if you machine dey adwuma.
Me o machine ti si adada no baako e na aka knitting machine aka baako pe ofi. E na me dey so yin one no. Me won Sunday na me dey no so because enye knitting kwa na me dey here.
Nti machines ahe na here.
Me pe knitting dey ni too e na sewing one, electric one so too.
Nti knitting no saying
Okay, you could be say no say 45.
4,500.
Bacho.
And I saw you one year saying.
And they member sir.
Na I was talking about eating too. So eating na adwuma baako.
Okay, na me ni dey na nyanka family am to na e4.
Waiting for.
2, way 2. way two because them man na me net those.
And at a point, what you saw knitting machine in your na.
And then me ankasa na me won kwala.
No, me was say it me saw knitting machine tuning at the same time.
Me patron. Nipa me no ti wechi. Na nipa me nso ti wechi.
And they do to me how many pieces?
Oh, they make me be 50.
15.
50.
50.
Patron.
Now 50 no, so a day to me 50, 5 days near 250.
Patron.
Don't say ultimatum.
Ko food make me the 100 pieces ko.
You go back on the funny.
When you back way to 4 cedis. Cedis. Way to 4 near 15 cedis.
Different minimum.
No, send your my way no so. And away no eketwa. Material no so we born as no we go.
Nti hwa na etato.
Oh, obi ato because see no sorry na aba na mo shechen. Papa yi a osofu yi owu na sen yi. Na sorry no. Omo sheche. Ena ba ku ye owo yesi catapult and fan no. Nse si e chewe no omo top anya me no
High demand. Time a we dozen 60 ma o sister no. Sata na wo counter na we
na me ni counter. If you all request here no. Ena me to material na me try na me de come omo anya ma sika to machine.
No me ma.
It's a business person.
Auntie, over sewing machine ne bo. Na ebia office ne frewa na wonya price na mo.
Yeah.
Na oni bebi amoto no.
Ba try.
Any ni team machine nyina.
Ba try.
Company fa ko ne ton no.
Wo UTC side.
Okay.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Well done for all the hard work.
It's different.
Yes.
This
It is.
is like Ghana material.
Ramatu exuded confidence through experience, and she was able to give a clear value proposition. This really impressed the judges. Up next is Isaac Frempong Mensah. He is a mobile money vendor, and he has been able to expand his business to 2 other locations, leading to the creation of employment for 2 people. Today, he's here to request for funds to expand his operations. Let's take a look.
I'm Isaac Frempong Mensah. You don't need any big qualification before you can start mobile money. I picked these 2 girls from nowhere, and now I should have brought them. But unfortunately, they said they have to go to church, so I have to let them go. I just saw them on the street. I talked to them. I went to their church, and I saw that they have impact in the church. So I consulted one of their leaders, and he said, oh, they are good, and I employed them. After employment, I saw that I have to get a room for them, so that they will be more able to work for me. So I did that. Through that, one has get married, but because of the loyalty, he's still working for me.
So in the last year, what was the volume of transaction you did?
Throughout the month, I make 2,500. Sometimes, if the market is cool for me, maybe 3,000.
So how much are you looking for?
At least 400 to 450. When you have the money, you use the money to work, to do transactions for others. So it will just rolling through the business.
So the money you are requesting for, if you get it, question is, are you able to service your current location fully?
Yeah.
So is that why you want to open in another location?
Yeah, I have 2 points. The point is, if I'm able to set another location, I think I can able to serve other people well. And secondly, I can also employ somebody to work for me. And also that person will also get a monthly salary just to ease him or herself. That is.
How much do you pay a month?
Okay. For the first girl, I give her 800 cedis. But for the second, I give her 600.
So you've done this for 7 years.
Yes,
Why
yes.
haven't you opened another branch in all these years?
Thank you. Early 2000, that was January. I made up my mind to set up a new place. I have the location right now, but it was very unfortunately, at that time, I'll have another 6,000 that I should have used to start. But unfortunately, where the pandemic hit, so that money had to be used for maybe,
Chop.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was profitable, as you said, and you made a very bold statement, it's one of the most lucrative businesses. The numbers don't say, but because you're doing transactions of 500,000 and you make 3,000, that's not very lucrative, is it?
It's true. As I don't know if anybody have the idea of mobile money. Let me take for instance the major one, the MTN, as a major one. MTN, if you withdraw 1,000 cedis, as an agent, mine is 4 cedis. That's what we do in MTN. From MTN. But they have some other commissions that they give to us. So within the month, MTN will pay me more than 3 times within the month. And per the customers that you will serve, also you have another commission. That is the major commission that we all targeted for.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too.
Isaac tried his best to prove to the judges that this venture is quite lucrative, but not all the judges were convinced. The judges have given their feedback, and we now have to wait for their final decision. Next up is Joshua Jaban of Hankra Grains. He studied in China and came back to Ghana to establish his business in agro-processing. His business directly targets a problem of post-harvest loss that farmers in his community faces in their work. He is here today to request for support to help him connect electricity to his place of operation.
My name is Joshua Edu from Hankra Grains and More. So at Hankra, this is our business, and it's an innovative provider for post-harvest solutions to rural farmers in Ghana, and with focus on grain farming and grain farmers. The business was started as a direct response to challenges the founders encountered in trying to become maize farmers themselves. So the business is being led by youthful and forward-thinking people who believe that with little innovation and support, agri will provide meaningful employment and also the source of growth for the Ghana economy. The business has made significant investment, and with support from the Investible project, we are seeking to employ 6 people directly and also keep about 7,000 farmers in employment. As I said earlier, the business was a direct response to challenges we encountered as maize farmers ourselves. So I want us to go through some of the challenges. So as a typical maize farmer, you are confronted with these 3 challenges. At the base, you have your land preparation and sowing issues or challenges, and then you come face to face with your farm maintenance and crop maintenance, and then at the apex, you have the harvest and post-harvest issues. So we will do more on the harvest and post-harvest because that is where we want to provide the solution. This is our experience when we try to go into maize farming. So by April 13th, our field was ready and was ready to sow as our workers were in the field. And by May 7th, this is how our field looked like. And by June, this is how our farm was faring. And by July ending, the crops were getting ready to be harvested. And on August 10th, 2022, we did the actual harvesting of our farm. So now here's the problem. When you harvest at the time in August, the average maize moisture content is around 18% to 24%. You cannot keep the maize at this moisture content because if you try to, you lose everything. For example, when we decided to go with a second option whereby we hauled everything with a husk into a shed, and it was time for us to sell, the work was tedious because as you can, I intentionally kept this picture. We're working as late as 2:30 a.m. because where our shed was in the middle of the village, they won't allow you to shell your maize at daytime. So you have to start early in the day, somewhere midnight, till 6 a.m. Then they'll break you because of pollution and other stuff. So it's a whole lot of workload when you go with that option. This system is European technology, which is built in China. It's easy to assemble and easy to use. The technology blows hot air from burning fuels to evenly dry the grains. We have customized our machine to burn on LPG gas and charcoal for easy cost of doing business. And also the drying system shortens the drying time and also preserve the quality of the grains. To make everything short, we are working at the Cranston South Municipality, and our target location is Brady number 1 and Nest. Our estimated farmers to work with is 7,000, and they are producing about 20% of the total maize production in the municipality. And from our records, the municipality produces about 190,000 metric tons of maize. So the 20% we are targeted to work with is around 36,000 metric tons, but our capacity can only do 10%. So the bottom line is that there is a need, there is a market, and our business is... So we want support to help our operations. We are building a warehouse, so we need support for electrical extension. We need to extend electricity from the main town to our warehouse. And also we need a tricycle business for easy business operation. We're asking for 50,000.
What will it go into?
It's going into purchase of the tricycle, purchase of electricity poles and wires to extend electricity to our warehouse. And yeah, that is what we will need the money for.
So have you ever got funding?
From friends, yes. I have a Chinese friend. I studied in China, so I had a Chinese friend who helped me, especially with the purchase of the machine. And also families help with the putting up the building and other stuff.
And how much does that cost, that alone?
As at yesterday, when I was speaking to the electricians, we will need 16,000 just for materials without workmanship. So we are looking at somewhere 20,000 for the electricity.
And the materials will include cables and
cables, poles, and all other accessories. Yeah.
How much have you saved as a business towards this need?
As a business, everything that I've saved have gone into the building, putting up the structure. So the putting up the structure, I think, cost me 46,000, and it's not done yet. And also, when the machine came to Ghana, I spent almost 20,000 to get it from the port to the location.
Done well.
Thank you.
And at least you've come back from the diaspora, China, and set up something, so it's really good.
Tell us about your numbers as a business.
Okay, so
how much are you making? What did you make last year?
To be honest, this is our first year of operation. So last year we were farmers.
Okay.
So when we encountered the challenges, we came up with this solution to help our business and also help the farmers in our operation.
So what is your projection?
So our projection is that at the end of the first drying period, we are trying to make 200,000 plus.
What is your cost versus your...
The cost is mainly the fueling and electricity. So our costs, we estimate around 100,000, and our total income will be at 300,000 plus. So
how would this investment support other people in the community?
It will bring convenience to grain farming because it's tedious. I have lived the experience, so I know what I'm talking about. It's very cumbersome. And also, because of that, it's not attractive to the young people. So if a young guy knows that if I farm my maize, at the harvest from the farm, I can just bring to the drying machine, and then they will dry it and bag my maize for me to keep. They will do it. It cuts all those kind of tedious work that comes with it. So it brings attractiveness to maize farming, which in turn will bring the young guys into maize farming.
So is this the machine?
Yeah, this is how the
This is what
machine
you
looks
bought.
like. This is what, go back.
The first one
The
you showed
first one
us.
is
Okay.
what we have bought.
So is it like a financing thing that you have to pay back?
It's my savings.
Wow.
So you've paid it off.
Yeah, I've paid it.
You don't have any outstanding loans.
No.
How much was it?
Everything we have done up to this stage is from
Cash and carry.
Yes.
So how much was that?
It was in Chinese yuan with 75,000. Let's say about $10,000 to $11,000.
Dollars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This is our machine. This is our machine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well done.
Josh.
Keep it up.
Yeah. Good job.
Good to see you.
Joshua stepped up with a dynamic presentation. He, without a doubt, effectively addressed potential concerns, and he was able to showcase a deep understanding of his business and its market potential. Overall, the judges are very impressed with his pitch. Next up is Francis Atta Sogbe. He has a shop that grinds fufu. He is here to request for funds to help expand his operations to meet his high demand.
Within the Francis Atta Sogbe, with the fufu machine we say me the beye adwuma na etimi aboa family no. Etimi me hu say me pese me expand but sika na me wono na isha. So me beti say fencing mo grant amode beboa amanfo say on be bia o madwuma na omatimi employ at least to reduce the unemployment e wokruma. So me so me farm adwin said like ene me biem na me dey me propose abeto money ma say betimi grant here, then I will open the shop, get the machine, maybe 2 or 3 attached, then matimi employ 2 or 3 people so that yetimi aboa na bibia ye okay.
So that's the check.
But over 2 years. Yes.
That time of the week now we have traffic pa ni papa ho pa.
Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday.
What charge is saying? Then I'm going to charge it. If you're in the door now, say then.
And do no any the charge.
And the weekend to miss say.
Wow. Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes it means 200 a day. Be also 100. Yes.
Money about what you say?
A be 5 cities. Then say depending the quantity of the paper. Because sometimes we be to me back with say a party, they brought a big pan. Until I know what me charge it to say 50 CDs, 30 CDs, 40 CDs. Yes.
Weekend that a journey a pan ten I will just cap pan ten
weekend a journey a pan na I don't know. Ubeti manya say 250, 150.
I didn't think that person will be become.
No, me expand it. Me
Inti Sunday. When I say Saturday, Sunday, they busy. Inti busy na ne say nipa he neba.
Nipa ne dem timi ba from various like area honum na timi ba
numbers my
numbers dem timi
to say be nipa 10 neba nipa 50
etimi bro
Inti etimi so na chesa ma e queue o mo twan ana.
Yes. It got to some time even me yamade kra ma ne bo 8 o'clock na ebinim kra bu afu because amu be didi kra na chesa eden because machine e ba ko pe ne ho.
Eno na wo hia.
Me hia sisi an we na ba kese na me de asho e wo hanom no. Eno no mo manufacture e wo hanom anti eno etimi yam ote fufo ni bog say ya etimi yam but ketwa we no ote ade so ote pieces. It is sometimes a depend ye crowded na eche. Until sesian menya we no ka ho e na pepper grinding machine na at least o ya mufufu na o ye o nkwan so e wo nchen. Kese na me born the price no. E no ye 3,500.
And I work 4,000.
Yes.
Then I won't go to.
Etimakoto. The expansion of container and as for at least.
The total now here yes, would you calculate?
The calculation total near 10,000
for expanding the place and then getting the machines.
No.
Into 6,000 now here.
10,000.
10,000, so also 4,000 there.
Me 4,000.
Into 6,000 now here.
Me here 10,000.
But so what can you want pay?
Sisi, my name is Sister Na.
It's what you are saying.
Yeah, monthly a check 3 near the farm. Half a quarter na ya check the rest.
But I won't shop on the other and check the same.
No, me call Juma just shortly my ba. Me check e wa Juma.
Okay.
Ntibi kura me timi better na be on. We say money ma de mutimi e creative be me ko ha me ntimi ana e ya me pretty ada pass so. Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Francis.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Francis would like to expand his fufu operation business. He put a compelling case before the judges. We would leave the decision to the experts as to whether he qualifies for financial support or not. Next up is Samuel Na Ado. He is an enterprising individual who is into agro-processing of cassava into gari and cassava chips. Having already secured contracts with a few companies to support the production of the crops, he is here today to pitch for funds to help him cultivate an acre of land and also a machine to help him dry the cassava into the chips.
Samuel Na Ado from Kobodumase, but I live at Asisawa in the Upper Manya Krobo district for my activities, farming activities. I want to go into agro-business, so into crop farming, processing it, and then selling it. So I registered a company called the Sanado Ventures in 2017. I started with yam, 28 acres. I've cultivated it, but in the course of the business, the stability is becoming a problem. If you supply some goods to a customer and you other go to some place to buy, along the line, the goods will got spoiled. So the particular place he bought it, the customer cannot fish out. So he ended up all goods that he bought from the market or every places, then you attack to be part of it. Meanwhile, you had a good goods and you sold to that place. So I have to stop it. Then through the initiative of Tiast, I came to meet Tiast Ghana Limited, and then we had a training on cassava production. So after that training, I've seen some more opportunities in cassava growing. So I tried to venture into cassava processing. So my main aim is to produce curry and then cassava chips as well. So now curry and cassava chips are nowadays going very fast on the market. So this is what I've started with the villagers or the community women at the Asisawa over there. So I gathered them and do some hand stove, and then they started doing the gari. So we cultivated some cassava around 10 acres and we started into that business. But marketing, in every business, marketing is very key. So I had the chance to sign some contract with Green Acres Ghana Limited, RJ Green Plants Limited, who RJ is into chips production, cassava chips, and then the Green Acres into gari. We do export. So we had some contract with them, which we do the small one that we can do on our own to them. And then through some survey and interaction with some experts, gave us this figure that if we are producing gari, fine. In Ghana now, this is the consumption. That's 150 tons per year that we consume gari. And then in the export market, 72,000 goes to export. And then if we grow, this is the price of the gari per ton in the export market. So I collected this and then to the cassava flour and then the ethanol. So the cassava chips processor use this. This is the cassava chips. This is the unpeeled one that we started doing that one, but we use the local means. We use the knife to cut them, but there's a cutter. If you want to do on large scale, there's a cutter that is. So this is a sample of unpeeled cassava chips, and these are some of our farms that we do and we used to do the gari on there. I've applied for 50,000. The money will go into cultivation of cassava, the land preparation, wood control, and then planting materials, and then machines to do the gari, especially we have a mailer which goes on large scale within the shortest possible time, and then the cutting machine for the cassava chips.
How much is going to go into land preparation, planting and uprooting?
The land preparation, planting and uprooting all is 2,280 Ghana cedis per acre.
Which you're
so
already doing?
Yes.
But you need more?
Yeah, to expand the farm. Yes.
How much are you making from the 10 acres as at now?
Now, at the close of the season, we have 24,000. And then expenses goes at 10,000.
Okay, so
yeah,
you make
so
12,000.
Yeah, 12,000.
So that's for the farming part?
Yes.
What about the processing part?
The farming and then the processing, or because we do the farming to do our own processing. So if you uproot the cassava, it goes straight into the processing. And then we sell the gari.
And the cycle, you mean like what? 2 months, 1 month, 3 months?
In the processing?
No, your cassava, the whole cycle you just referred to. What is the duration?
The duration takes 12 months because we have some species by 6 to 7 months the cassava is ready. Then the processing starts.
So in 12 months you make 12,000 cedis profit?
Yes, madam.
So technically you make 1,000 cedis profit per month?
Yes, madam.
So if you need to prioritize your needs, the land cultivation cost versus the machineries you need for processing, which one will come first?
The machines.
Okay.
How many more can you employ?
I can employ around 10 to 20 people.
You pay them every month?
Yes, madam. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Samuel pitched for 50,000 Ghana cedis. Let's hope the judges find his proposal investable. Wishing him all the best. On this episode of the I Am Investible pitch session, it has been an exceptional day. We round up today in anticipation of the judges' ultimate choice regarding the business owners who will get funding from the iAi initiative. To all entrepreneurs out there, we leave you with the words of Seth Godin, founder of Squidu. The only thing worse than starting something and failing is not starting something. Goodbye.